What company should LinkedIn acquire next? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Future in 5. My name is Jacob Morgan. This is where I share my thoughts, ideas, and commentary on the future of work in 5 minutes or less. Before we get started with today's topic, I want to give a big thanks to the folks over at Work Market for underwriting and making this episode of The Future in 5 possible. You should check out workmarket.com. They do a lot of really interesting things on the freelance management system space. Those of you not familiar with Work Market, they help organizations and freelancers come together and effectively manage that relationship. And as we start to spend more time and more money and more resources in the on-demand and the freelancer economy, it becomes really important for organizations to think differently about how we innovate, how we service customers, how we build products, and just in general, how we think about and structure the working relationships that we have with employees and with contractors. That's where Work Market fits in. I've been familiar with them for the better part of this year, actually, I should say. I met them at a conference. They're doing some really cool stuff. As a thank you to me and as a thank you to them, I'd love it if you would visit workmarket.com. So, getting back into this week's topic, or this episode's topic, which is, which company should LinkedIn acquire next? Those of you that have been watching what LinkedIn is doing, they're doing some really amazing things, actually. They already have this. They started off as what was known as a business professional networking site. Now they're doing a lot of fascinating things with recruiting, with business services. They acquired lynda.com to provide educational information to people. So LinkedIn is becoming a very, very valuable business resource. It's not just a professional networking site. It's becoming an entire platform, an entire ecosystem for organizations to recruit, to find top talent, and for people as individuals to be able to find these organizations as well. They're doing some really fascinating things. I think the next few years for LinkedIn are going to be very, very interesting to watch. I've also done some research and some interviews with some executives over at LinkedIn to find out what it's like to work there and what they're thinking about and doing. I'll put links to those below, or maybe I'll plug them into one of these sidebar links here. So one of the things that I think LinkedIn is missing, and the company that I think they would benefit most from acquiring, is Glassdoor. I have been doing some work with Glassdoor, not work per se, but I interviewed them on a podcast. I've spent some time at their offices for a new show that I'm working on. So I'm really familiar with some of the cool things that Glassdoor is doing. And I think the one area that LinkedIn is lacking in is this idea of transparency around work. And so oftentimes what will happen is, as a business professional, you might see a cool company on LinkedIn, but then you have to go to Glassdoor to learn more about that company. So I think if LinkedIn acquired Glassdoor, they would have a really, really powerful ecosystem of things that they would have going on. Because think about what that would do. It would allow candidates that are looking for jobs to not only learn salary information, corporate culture, benefits about that company, but the business professional will also be able to take any courses that they might need to take to be able to be a better candidate, a better applicant for that position. So it would do some really, really interesting things for LinkedIn, I think, going forward. And then for Glassdoor, I think they would see a lot of benefits as well, because they miss that entire ecosystem, that entire network ecosystem that LinkedIn has created. Again, these are just my thoughts. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I think it would be very interesting if it did happen. I think that Glassdoor and LinkedIn, it seems like the next logical connection, next logical relationship. Add that area, that layer of transparency into these business relationships that LinkedIn is trying so hard to foster around attracting and retaining top talent and giving potential candidates that visibility and transparency into those jobs that they are looking to apply for. I think that, combined with the lynda.com acquisition, where they can offer these courses, really gives them a trifecta of things that they have. So what does that trifecta actually look like? Well, you have the business networking side, where employees and candidates can connect with each other, and where candidates and business professionals can connect with each other, slurring over my words. You have the third piece, which is the lynda.com acquisition, where you can offer courses to potential candidates that are looking to apply for jobs. And I think the third piece is going to be this layer of transparency into what that relationship actually looks like and can look like. Knowing about these organizations before you apply there, before you want to work there. Curious to hear what you think. What do you think would happen in that type of an acquisition? Is there another company out there that you think might make an interesting acquisition for LinkedIn? And also just curious to hear your thoughts on LinkedIn in general. Where do you think they're going to go in the next couple of years? I think it'll be a very, very fascinating site and a place to watch. If you want to get access to more episodes of these videos and articles and podcasts, newsletters, all sorts of fun content that I'm involved in, please visit thefutureorganization.com. If you want to team up and underwrite some of these videos that I'm involved in, you can email me, jacob@thefutureorganization.com. You can also email me comments, suggestions, ideas, etc. And you can also connect with me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is and then Jacob M. So twitter.com, Jacob M. You can send me a tweet and we can chat on there as well. So curious to hear what you think about this idea, LinkedIn acquiring Glassdoor. Is it possible? Would it happen? Where do you see this going? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time on an episode of The Future in 5. Hey, are you interested in the future of work? If so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the latest content on the future of work and stay up to date on all the latest trends and happenings. Not to mention, you will make me very, very happy. Make sure to subscribe.